Okay, is the blasted thing working yet? Sheesh. Ugh, I can't tell you how long it was taking me to get this thing to work. Well, hello folks, back with some more Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, Part 8 we're on. Can't tell you how annoying it was trying to get it to start streaming, because for whatever reason, I kept getting a forbidden notification, and nothing was wrong with any of either my YouTube or PSN accounts. So I'm kind of like wondering, what the hell? What is wrong with you? Was it the signal? Well, I looked for an answer, and it might have been due to, you know, signal, internet problem, but it seems to have finally resolved itself. So I'm just making sure everything is good to go. Okay, we're good. I hope. Hopefully it stays that way. So, anyway, Ave Imperator, welcome back. We're doing more purging in the name of the Emperor. And last time we did 2 more operations missions. One as a heavy, another as the Vanguard. And did both of those, so we've essentially caught up with 2/3 of this next part of the game, and now we're doing the last remaining third, which is on Titus's side of stuff, just to demonstrate. So the last 2 missions we did were Decapitation, Vox Liberatus. We have a couple more coming up, as well as ones that were added through updates, but I'm saving those for later.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Abarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a 3-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
So yeah, we basically did it. One squad went and took out the Tyranid Hive Tyrant, and another went and stopped and cleaned out some demon nonsense, which involved stopping the ascension of a demon lord. So that's basically it. So now it's just us to go to now it's just Titus's job to go to the relay and send an SOS to Calgar. Voidsong.
Adeptus Mechanicus insists on deploying Aurora despite potential dangers posed by power source. Ultramarines stand ready to respond, access the astropathic relay, and send a message to Lord Calgar.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. I thought the game froze and crashed for a moment. Uh-oh, friction.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the 2nd Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A Black Shield. You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
It wasn't his fault. He's naturally gifted to resist the warp. Oh, I have the heavy bolter on me, do I? Oh, I didn't. Well, I'll probably find a plasma pistol at some point. Hello. Right on time. Just started the mission, Hugo. Forgive me if I go by just the last part of your first or last part of your name.
Angels. Is this really happening?
Delta Wing, box check.
Iridium here. Still on our gunship. Thalassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox reports. Damocles out.
And if last part was any indication, Thalassa did succeed in getting the Hive Tyrant. Although, I do wish we would have been able to fight it as Titus. It always seems weird, I said it before, but it always seems weird to me that when you have a game with a very sizable main campaign with an awesome protagonist, and it's like, oh, you want to go fight every big bad monster that exists, right? But then the game kind of says, no, he's not going to go do that. Somebody else out in the background will do it instead. So it's kind of one of those. I mean, on one hand, again, you know, it counts. You can play the other mission by yourself, and it counts as like a second campaign to go along with the main one. And of course, you can customize your different Marines, something that you can barely do at all with Titus. So it's like, there's a pro and a con. Nickname. Now I am the real Hugo, just like the Alfarius joke. Oh, Alfar. That's funny.
The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the archenemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
Cool. I hear church bells, but that one's not moving. Must be another one further away. Oh, right. I think I did intentionally switch weapons around because I wanted to give other ones a shot. Yeah, I think this is the heavy bolter pistol. That looks like a freaking steam engine tank. Cool.
No! For we are vengeance! And we shall bring death to any that threaten the sacred soil of the Imperium! You will give your life in the name of our holy Emperor! Yes, sir! Will you give your life in the name of all that is good and pure? In the name of our holy Emperor? Sir, yes, sir! Then take up the Cadian standard and hold it high so that the enemy will know the name of their executioners! Holy Emperor!
I had to do it. I had to participate. That's the weird effect of Warhammer. It's like, it's so easy to get sucked into the moment. It's like pure power fantasy. I love it.
You are a boil on the pride of the Cadian Guard. You have disgraced yourselves by abandoning your brothers. Your punishment is
Uh-oh.
dishonorable death. Squad! Ready! Aim! Fire!
Well, they're gone. Do you know if the real U.S. Marines play this game? I mean, it's possible. I know a bunch of them actually do play Halo and Call of Duty, from what I've heard. Like they were having LAN parties with COD 4 as far back as 2007. All these guys will be dead. Yeah. 15 minutes of life for your average Imperial Guard, and very few of them are ever lucky to make it.
I have failed you. I beg of you that you forgive my cowardice.
We are in the presence of angels.
What I also like is that Titus is like the most balanced Ultramarine. He respects the guardsmen and doesn't, you know, hold himself too highly. There goes an entire column.
The stink.
Hold your nose, lad. These bastards can poison you with their stench alone.
Oh, Empress safe.
Watch your tongue, guardsman.
My lord, forgive me. Entering the Vox blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out.
And the guys are in the first front, the convicted ones, will resist for like 1 minute. I bet. Now imagine that.
If we encounter Chaos forces, you need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant. Disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier? It was not your business. And now it is. You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue.
Or Titus is just very much ashamed of what happened. So, I could also look at it as that as well. Like, hey, I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. Ah, multi-melta. Plasma incinerator, don't want. Carbine, marksman.
Very good.
Okay, it counts as... Okay, so unlike the heavy class in operations, this counts as a bonus weapon. And I would imagine any actual U.S. soldier who does play this on his off time, I would imagine he'd love it on account that, hey, he just came back from actual war and probably just wants to relax without having to worry about, dying every 5 seconds.
The gates.
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
Stand aside.
Heave!
Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close the gates!
The relay is ahead, through the arch.
Squads! Engage!
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Do not stop moving. I must be more vigilant.
Keep on your feet. Be ready to move.
Ow.
Too slow.
Sweet. Are they all dead?
Collapse the bridge.
They're all
There's another
dead.
way through.
Boo.
Have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
I tried to be more on top of it, and they all died anyway. Play Minecraft or something. Yeah, I've never played a Minecraft. Not really my personal cup of tea. I look at it as basically like Halo's Forge mode. In a way. Not my thing, but I won't take that away from people who do enjoy it. Tried to save the Imperial Guard and they didn't even last a minute. Boo. The one time I try not to go running off looking for slates, they die anyway.
The path is clear.
There's the bell.
Smalls. Acadians will make short work of them. Indeed.
That's the bell that I was talking about last time from the trailers. I really appreciate how, you know, if a developer's going to show off a game through trailers, actually try to have everything you planned on having in the game. Because as much as I loved the first Space Marine game, there was a lot of stuff shown in the trailers for it that I really, really was upset didn't make it in. Like, you had orcs with mechs as an enemy type. And when I saw the trailers for that, I was just like, wait. Like, here's the thing. I was more exposed to the game directly first before I ever looked up the trailers for the first Space Marine. So when I saw orcs with mechs, I was like, wait, where's the mechs? I would have loved to have fought them, and they're nowhere to be found. That was a shame. Thought I heard someone call me. Hold on a second. It was getting a little loud there. I really hate how I cannot tell how my voice sounds when I have my ears plugged with the phones. But yeah, basically it was like, yeah, why no orc mechs like in the trailers? Where did they go? Why would you leave those out? I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I really wish we would get a full... I mean, I think there was like a quote-unquote director's cut of the first game released on PC and digitally, but as far as I know, it's basically the same campaign regardless. With no other alterate additions. There they go. Only she's left. Oh, bad luck for you, lady. Shot grenade. Don't like shot grenade. Yep, we saw the results of that in Operation Mode, where we played as Talasso Squad and killed the Hive Tyrant. Warhammer fan says, how long have you been playing this for? I'd say the last couple of days. I've been kind of taking my time with the campaign, especially since it averages 1 to 2 hours per mission, first time playing. Okay. I still have 6 rounds in my multi-melta, so I'm gonna use him if I can. Subscribed and liked. Much appreciated. The Emperor is very happy with this development. I don't see any slates. I love how the benches just break apart like balsa wood. Oh man.
Lay waste to them, brothers. Another one dead. Reload. Going for him. Watch the psychic blast.
Thought you could blow those up, but nope. No blow.
Resupply.
Was hoping for a line of explosions right there, but I got robbed. So far, no data slates. Yeah, see? Nope, they don't blow up. Pity.
Munitions secured.
What is my favorite chapter in Warhammer? If I had to narrow it down, it would probably be... I have an appreciation for the Ultramarines. I know how they've been written can be annoying for people because you have Matt Ward, where they're basically Mary Sue's. Then you have the other half that doesn't like how Grant McNeil did it. And then you have Titus, who's somewhere in a happy medium. But I do appreciate them, especially with the whole Greco-Roman medieval knight look. I like the Black Templars for the same reason. I like the Carcharodons and the Raven Guard. And the Salamanders. So I'd say that's maybe the rough list of favorites for the Loyalists for me. Did I say Raven Guard? I think I might have. Yeah, I think I did. There are a couple other ones that I kind of like too, like the Blood Angels, I think. And the Legion of the Damned. They're cool too. Dark Angels. I'd say that's about the rough list of favorites for me. As for Chaos, I like the Thousand Sons. I like the whole ancient Egypt thing they got going. On top of the fact that you just feel sorry for them. The Imperial Fists. The Imperial Fists are good. I'm not a big fan of the bright yellow, but I like them well enough. Also the Raptors, who are basically like the most tactically sound out of the bunch. Then again, they are a Raven Guard successor, so it makes sense that they would be more tactically minded as opposed to just charging at everything like maniacs. Oh, and
Inoperative.
Oh,
Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
Also, as far as other than the Thousand Sons for traders, I like the Iron Warriors. I think they're vile, but at the same time, I like how they look.
Take out those mines.
Lasfuel.
This will serve me well.
I'll try it.
With this, we shall defy death's grasp.
And besides, the Imperial Fist gave us the Black Templars, so that's one thing to appreciate.
Incoming mines.
Where?
We have power.
Open the door.
I don't see mines, I don't see slates either. You like them because they're good at close combat in the Warhammer board game and are pretty cool with the big hands and hammers. The power gauntlets, right? I know the Crimson Fists like their gauntlets. Every art that I see of them features the Power Fist. I once met a Warhammer cosplayer at MegaCon who had constructed a very, very accurate armor of Crimson Fist armor suit, including a working mechanical hand. for the power gauntlet.
Record. Declare evidence. Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes of dubiously heroic Cantrail-type las rifles, 8 las pistols, various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I am enclosing picts supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed in accordance with invasion protocols. Traces of the cult indicate that it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians are so mired in their intrigues that they warmed and nurtured the roots of heresy within their walls. Well, the fire of retribution is already consuming them. The punishment of the Emperor is inevitable. End of record.
My videos are cool. Why, thank you. I don't have much in the way of equipment to do anything better than what I've been doing. I've kind of just been working off my PlayStation and my iPhone. So, I hope to eventually get a better setup. I hear a lot of laughing. Uh-oh.
Cut them down!
Okay, so that was one reason to use the las gun.
Need to reload!
Just vaporize them. It's like the, yeah, it feels like, how should I compare the las sniper? I wanted to say the beam rifle from Halo, but it didn't work with the charge up like this.
The heretics mean to stop us.
To all appearances, yes.
Elaborate.
The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Know thy enemy and you know how to stop them.
Kill them all.
Okay, I've used up most of the ammo for the las rifle. I work off my iPad, but I'm working on a bit of upgrading to a Space Marine captain. Nice. I'm full on stims, right? Can't take any more? Nope, can't take any more. Aw, explosive barrels. Don't you just hate when they're off to the side and you can't find them? Plasma pistol. Heavy bolt pistol. Meh. I'll keep the heavy on me.
Restocking.
Not much ammo for the rifle, but it'll do.
Reloading weapon.
I love my plasma pistol, but I want to give the other gun a fair shake. I don't like the shot grenade. Did Varellus die? He is my favorite Space Marine from the second game in Titus. Well, they did show him getting speared through the visor with rebar when the traitor guardsman blew up that bomb. So I want to say he's dead, but I don't know. Which I thought was a huge tragedy, because come on, Varellus he has a cool name and he had a cool presence to him, and then he's just off like a Star Trek red shirt. Rebar.
Corruption.
Like,
penetrate his armor. Heretic. This ceremony cannot shield them from my rays. End of the hall.
I'm kind of glad I stuck with the Las rifle. I'm just blowing away all the big boys. Yeah, we're way past the point, the part in the game where Varellus got blown up, and it's like, the biggest tragedy of it is, like, of all things, rebar through the visor. He was so unlucky that he got that through the visor in his helmet. It was just like, come on, man, that's just, I mean, I'm loving the game, but that's just stupid. Like, what a lame way to go. Do I collect Warhammer minis? No. I wish I did, but no.
We should turn around and regroup with the main force. Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pat and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You need to jump. Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry. That's quite a shot. Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the Hive turret,
Then our little excursion was all for naught. With the main force.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows. If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre. Lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work. If you got something to say, Sergeant.
Nope.
Damn it.
Now Gadriel's having a moment. Okay, cutscene was falling apart there. You happy now, G-Man?
Ultramarines!
Gadriel, you're not thinking straight. I could say the same of you. Damn it, you are an ultramarine. Now act like one. Gotcha. Well fought, guardsmen. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
I completely forgot how to use the jump pack. Yeah, I wish I mean, I wouldn't mind the oft pre-built statue or model, but as far as the figures go, it's like too expensive, and I don't have the space for them. And I'm also, I don't really like to paint models. I'm more of a Gundam model builder than anything, especially since most of the time they're pre-colored and all I have to worry about is just panel lining. I primarily got into Warhammer through the first Space Marine game and a number of books and comics that I read. So it's more of the universe itself and media tie-ins that I'm more into than the figures in the board game necessarily. Oh, they changed my weapon, did they? No more combat knife. Where am I going? Have to go, we'll come back, hopefully. That's all fine. That's fine. No problem. Hold on a second. Just checking a mail notification. Okay, it's something from before. Sorry, I was just checking a notification I had. Okay, some guardsmen are still alive.
They will not get past this.
What? No, I'll go for the marksman. I like my marksman rifles.
Redeploy.
Going that way. Anything up here? Yes. Bolt rifle with grenade. Servitors. Anything up here? Heavy bolter. Plasma incinerator, nope. Me no like. Well, nothing else up here.
Don't back engaged.
Space Marines! For the Emperor! The Germans have broken through. We're not making it time. Moving!
Tear them apart.
Meridian, do you read?
Signal's being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Thalassa, report.
The vile Xenos slicks.
Thalassa, you cut out. Repeat. Thalassa!
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
Repositioning.
Nothing up here. For the golden Yumi and stuff, wog, says KT. Yes, orc speak. We appreciate the orcs in this chapter. Yes, they are worthy opponents. They're going up there, right? Not gonna lie, I do kind of miss the orcs. They just had so much character to them.
Loading up. Redeploy. Changing magazine.
Save the guardsmen!
Repositioning. Jumping. Engaging thrusters.
Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Shame. No slates. No slates anywhere. Okay, what do we got? Melt, auto, stalker. I'll do
Let
stalker.
us get to work.
Not a whole lot of rounds, but
Jump packs are struggling with all this dust.
too much dust in the filth in the air intakes, huh?
Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed on foot.
Boo!
The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed.
Lieutenant, what are your orders? We fight!
At last. Ultramar!
Come on, Talassa. Another one dead.
Get rid of him.
Do not let them up! A fine gift from the Lord.
I am death, servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath.
Boom. That's a lot of them.
Out of rounds! Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother!
Say no more. Card effects? Oh no.
sword.
Don't overheat!
Ow, 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 ow. Shit.
Better.
Shit.
Come on! Get the Emperor is with us, brother. Bomber threat. Have to reload.
All right. Come here, you. I'm having shellfish today. Another one? Oh no.
Resupplying. Let us get to work. What is this? The lasso. They are falling. All of them. The Hive Tyrant was controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Talassa?
Talassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Ugh.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates.
I think the Stalker Bolter was a bad choice.
Let's go.
Because it was good against the far away enemies, but against the Carnifex, it wasn't helpful. And I was too overwhelmed to remember to notice the other explosives.
Grabbing equipment.
I didn't even notice this. The heavy bolter. Ah, I could have used that.
Ultramarines. I'd love the odds.
Yeah, I wish I had noticed the chain gun there earlier, because the Stalker Bolter was not a good option for this area. Okay. Well, I'll carry the gun with me anyway, late as it is. I've only found one data slate in the whole level.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation. Is that right?
Enough!
Uh-oh. Well,
Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
they're not happy with each other. Ah, they didn't carry over the chain gun. Boo! Boo! I've been robbed. And they took away the power sword too. They redid my weaponry. Why? Don't you hate it when games do that? Finally, another slate. It's probably the third one. How much you want to bet?
Breaching the tower of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica was far too easy. As if none are aware of the war raging beyond their walls. I interrogated several attendants, all of whom denied knowledge of the Thousand Sons or any cultist activities within these walls. Obviously, all potentially heretical topics were outright denied or refuted. I have requested to see the choirs of astropaths relaying their psychic missives across the galaxy. Waiting for my guide, I noticed far too many lingering glances. Eyes looking away as I turned to meet their gaze. I am being watched. I know what my instincts tell me. Despite my lack of proof, despite their dismissals, the Thousand Sons have infiltrated this facility.
Yup. Yup, it was the third one. I missed the second one, and I have no idea where it was possibly hidden. So, yep, Talasso got rid of the Hive Tyrant, so all the Tyranids in this sector are gone.
Hive fleets cast a psychic shadow that tears at the minds of psychers.
Denying worlds in their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late.
The shadow of the warp.
This will serve me well.
What the heck? What's going on? Are bodies falling? I'm so confused. I think, yeah, bodies are falling. What's going on here?
They will not get past this.
So I'm guessing that we're at the end of the level. Yeesh.
You shouldn't be here.
I have a message from Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Uh-oh.
Give me your message. I have it. Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence! There are no guarantees.
So she's gonna do it anyway, despite the risks. Knowing how bad the situation is. Uh-oh.
What is this? I do not know.
You wish to make Olga here that you may kill him!
No.
Heretic! You will betray us, as you betrayed them on Graiad!
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
He sees the power stone by himself! He must be stopped!
Kill the heretic! Kill him!
Enough!
Kill him!
You saw that, right? That purple haze?
What have you done?
How gracefully you dance.
Our villain, I presume. Imora.
What sickly pleasure to bide beyond the Imperial. My thanks to thee, dear cousin. Titus. So long have I watched thee through a tattered flame. Yearning.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yes. Let us play the game. The eternal realm is beyond comprehension. You have tasted it, Titus. Held its essence in your hands. It calls to each of us, extending a divine hand. The Emperor lied. He lied to us all. In his greed, he forbade us from tasting our own birthright. Look into the void for just a moment, and you will
Infinite wonder, huh? More like infinite horrors. Ow. I press block. Oh shit, shit. Ah. Alrighty then.
Did he escape? I don't know.
Lieutenant Titus, coming.
This is Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the Word Bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of chaos.
We're returning to the battle barge. I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So we got the message out, but the astropath got possessed in the process. And Calf, that was a world that was attacking the Horus Heresy, right? And since Chiron's a first-gen Primaris, he would have been there as it happened. So he not only has experience with chaos, he was quite fastidious about, you know, watching the signs, studying the signs. And we all saw that purple haze, right? They were like, yeah, they were getting manipulated. Honestly, I sympathize with Gadriel, because it's like, yeah, unit cohesion. And he was just, you know, sick of being left in the dark. Like, he had more reason to distrust Titus than Leandros ever did. Circumstances, all things considered. Of course, it wasn't Titus's fault either. He had no say in any of it himself.
Brothers, this is Aurora. last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered?
Where is Luz?
Inside. They have the facility, Luz, and the power source.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right, Titus.
What's our theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to the Merium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demeria. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest here.
What of it?
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred. It may not fly, but it might ram.
A long shot to say the least.
Worth a try.
Very well then.
Navigation systems are probably dead.
We can't afford to miss. He's right. Someone will need to get close to the target and place a beacon.
Our offensive launches in 90 minutes. The Emperor guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.
So Demirium has been a battleground before, kind of like how the planet Armageddon is repeatedly fought over.
Lieutenant Titus, see me on the crew deck at once.
Of course.
Ensure brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
Yes, yes. Bossy buffers will be there. Hello, Warhammer fan. You just missed the boss fight, the one with Imura, the first, what I presume to be first of a handful. So, the Thousand Sons have stopped hiding completely. And we're heading to Demirium next.
Using an ancient battle barge as a battering ram. An unorthodox approach.
You disapprove?
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
Oh, I really love how they're written. No one wants to say anything? That was a good mission. You fought a Carnifex again and basically had to survive against a whole bunch more of them. There's Titus's room again. Doesn't look like there's anything you can pick up in there.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by her.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Kelgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
Why is it always you three?
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the Merium. Immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
Like the pretty clever Harry Potter reference right there. Okay, what was I say that in a bit, the other stuff when I was doing my homework in silent. Did not hear though. Okay. That's fine. Me personally, I like to have background. Back when I was in college, I would have game playthroughs and other YouTube videos and stuff playing in the back as background noise. Ah, an entourage.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numerelian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Guilliman, for the glory of Ultramar!
For the glory of Ultramar!
For Ultramar!
Look, they got the whole crew out here. 2 dreadnoughts, several tanks. By the way, at first I thought the Roman numerals on the shoulders were referring to the company, but, because, you know, I see a bunch with 4 and 6 and 5. I wonder if the Roman numerals instead refer to the squads within the company instead. I don't know, I'm just speculating. New war gear, eh? A miserly little bit of redecorating has also happened. We got a dreadnought right here.
This system is awash in alien and demonic filth. Better it burn than we wade through it.
The Adeptus Mechanicus would prefer that not be standard protocol.
We could deal the Tyranids and the Thousand Suns heavy losses.
There is much sacred data in what you would want to re-eradicate.
Perhaps, but we do not want to waste our military muscle. Look how many units we're calling to serve.
It is not wasteful. It is necessary.
This dreadnought has not seen battle in 50 years.
Lieutenant Titus, blessings of the Omnissiah upon you.
Galio, theoretically, could Tacticus armor withstand a suborbital drop? Gravis is too cumbersome for our needs.
Negative. Extreme risk. Dense debris fields litter the entry flight path.
But if we avoid the debris, could we survive the descent?
Calculating.
Survival probability equal to 62.4136. Unacceptably low.
Thank you, Galio.
Okay.
Orbital drop without Gravis armor. It is a sound strategy.
With a 38% failure rate. We are facing much less favorable odds today.
Not available? What do you mean not available? Heavy bolt rifle sniper, Oculus. Yeah, I'll go with Oculus. I wonder why they are not allowing me to choose melee weapon. Might have to do with the specific mission.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
All right. So we got some more missions to do. So we're now in the... So first act was Kadaku, second was Avrax, and now we have Demirium as the third act. So what's going on here? Okay, let's see. Okay, so Reliquary is next, followed by Fall of Atreus. And then we have two other missions that were already unlocked due to them being free update missions. And then you have these last two. So I think what I'm going to do is do, just like what I've done twice now, do the operation missions first and then the main Titus one, and it looks like Reliquary and Fall of Atreus are next, followed by Ballistic Engine and Termination. So I'm going to do that. I will do these first two for another stream, and then do Ballistic Engine and Termination for another one, and then cap that round off with the next Titus one, and then do the same thing with 8 and 9 when 8 becomes available, etc., etc. So basically, what I've been doing the whole time, just to reiterate. In fact, let me go ahead and switch anyway. I'm not leveled up. Oh, wait a minute. I said I wanted to do Bulwark next, so I'll switch to him. Yep, Bulwark is who I chose, is who I made up my mind to go with last time, and I already set him to have the helmet, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so because of the lengthy amount of time I've dedicated to the missions, typically 1 to 2 hours at a time, I'm gonna cut off the stream here, and if I have time tonight, I will come back and do another round where we will do 2 operation missions, and then that'll be it for today, and then tomorrow I will do another 2, and the rest is history. So thank you, KT, Hugo, and Warhammer fan for joining. It was nice seeing y'all in the chat. I'm gonna go take a break. I've got physical therapy to go do in a little bit too, and if I have time to spare, I will come back hopefully sometime this evening, and we will do the next couple of operation missions. So yeah, Imura, the main villain, has revealed himself. The Tyranids are being forced backwards, and we've basically reached the third act of the game, all things considered, plot-wise. So thank you all for watching. That'll be due for this part, and when I come back with part 9, we will do another 2 op missions. So thank you all for watching. See you soon.